Hi dear student, welcome. I'm Bidhan Krishna Pandey, an assistant teacher in English, SM Model Goft High School. Today, I'll discuss about the second part of completing sentence. You remember that I will discuss 3 techniques of completing sentence in my previous video or part 1 of completing sentence. Today, I will give some very interesting techniques of completing sentence. So let's start. The 4th technique of completing sentence. The 4th technique of completing sentence is using of lest. When you find lest in a sentence, you should give should or might plus V1 format after lest. You must give should or might after the subject. It is a technique that in complete sentence, when you find lest, you should give should or might after subject. Okay, the example is he ran very fast. Lest. This is an example of a question. You will give should after subject. He ran very fast lest he should or might miss the train. So when you find lest, you will give should or might after the subject. This is the technique. Now I will discuss the 5th techniques, that so that and so that. There is a silly difference between these two words or two linkers. It is used mainly in affirmative and it is used mainly in negative. You can use can or could in this so that, and you must use cannot or could not after so that. This is the difference. You can use can, could or cannot, could not in this section for so that, you must use cannot or could not in so that. Okay, I will give an example. He writes a letter so that he can inform the news to his daughter. So after so that you use can, or you also use cannot, but when you get or find so that, you must use cannot or could not. Okay, this is present form, so you will use can. When you will V2 format, that means he wrote a letter, then you will give could. Clear? Okay. Now another example for so that. He is so tall that he cannot enter the room. This is so that. When you find this so that or so, in this dot there is an adjective or adjective. When you find, you must use cannot or could not. When you use was there, you will give cannot or could not. Okay. The sixth technique is using because. When you find a sentence which express the reason, you will give because. That means he breaks the boat because it is very dangerous. or very old. He breaks the board because it is very dangerous. When you use broke or V2 format, there is it was. The both sides are same tense. Okay, in technique number 7, we find since. We can use in three different way this since. We can use since in three different way. At first, when it used in before, it means a meaning. When it since the middle, and it also and the end. There are three different ways to use since. Okay, now I will give 3 examples. At first example, since he was honest dash. When you find since in the first position, you will give the same tense. You will give the same tense. When since he was honest, everybody liked him. When you find since at the middle, then you will give he was a student, or he is a student. He is a student since he was 5. When since is used in middle, please notice, sir, it is present indefinite. It is past indefinite. It was past indefinite. It will be past perfect. Notice that he is a student since he was 5. Present indefinite, past indefinite. When it since used in the middle, there is the clause is present indefinite. This clause is past indefinite. The clause is past indefinite. This was past perfect. As like, as if, or as though. There is a similarity between since and as if, as though. Okay, now the last example. He has been reading since morning. When you find since at the last of the sentence, there is a word related to time, the fixed time, related to fixed time, morning, evening, etc. This is the 3 different way of using since. Now I will discuss technique number 8. It is very, very important for your exam, SS exam. Okay, it is no sooner had ... scarcely had ... hardly had ... When you find this type of sentences starting the sentence, so after no sooner had ... you will give then, then. Scarcely had you will use when. Hardly had you will use before or when, both. Okay, you notice that there is a clause and there is also another clause. This clause will be past perfect because this is had. You know that after had the verb format will be V3 format. That means past perfect, past participle format. Okay, then you will use subject. No sooner had he seen the dog. Okay, both are the same, meaning or same. He seen the dog. He seen the dog. Please notice here, this is had, so here is V3 format. The verb becomes V3 format. Okay, the other verb will become past indefinite. This is past perfect and this is past indefinite. He ran away. He ran away. He ran away. Please notice that the noticeable thing is no sooner had dot dot than, scarcely had dot dot when, hardly had dot dot before or when. There is V3 format and this is V2 format. Dear student, this is the second part of completing sentence. I will share with you 8 techniques of completing sentence. There are some techniques of completing sentence. I hope I will share it by those with next video, part 3 of completing sentence. I hope you will learn this video very well. You must exercise in your home to cut a good figure in the exam. So be safe, be sound. Goodbye.